Good afternoon from Your Best Car in Kent. My name's Ben. I'm from one of our 2 UK branches. We're in Cranbrook, 10 miles outside of Tunbridge Wells, or just a 40-minute train commute from London. Our other site is in Buckinghamshire near Marlow, and combined we have over 600 5-star reviews. So please check out our website to see those reviews of our happy customers and of course the rest of our fleet. Before I get into the walk around, I'd just like to answer 2 of the most frequently asked questions that we get here, and they are: do we take part exchanges and do we offer finance? The answers are both yes and yes. We will take your part exchange. We can even pay off outstanding finance on your current car. Then on top of that, I'm thrilled to say that we are industry beating with our low Apr Finance rates. So if finance is the route for you, then please get in contact with us, or you can visit our website yourbestcar.co.uk, where we have a finance calculator at the bottom of every advert. So whether it's PCP or HP that you're looking for, you can input some numbers, adjust the filters, find something that works for you, and then there'll be a finance breakdown of that contract before you hit apply. So this is the walk around video for our 7-seater Mercedes-Benz GLS400d, presented in selenite grey metallic paint, one of the most popular colourways across all of the Mercedes products. This car has a serious case for being the perfect all-round family SUV. It's massively practical. Every passenger will feel the comfort and luxury, and has the latest state-of-the-art technology dotted throughout. It comes with the ferocious 2.9 litre diesel engine producing 330 brake horsepower. It's Euro 6 compliant too, and it's the 4MATIC, meaning it runs off of Mercedes 4-wheel drive system. That's working in tandem with the Airmatic air suspension and the adaptive damping system. There's absolutely loads to get through in terms of specification, inside and out on this car, but don't worry, everything will be listed in the description. You may have also seen from the title that this is the night edition. This gives you key exterior enhancements, my favourite being the upgraded and unmarked 22-inch diamond cut alloy wheels. What do I mean by unmarked? There's no signs of curbing, there's no scratches, there's no scuffs on any of these alloys. They're all in fantastic condition, and they look just like this one right in front of you. Also part of that night pack, you've got a black grille, black grille and vent trims, black window surrounds, which you can see on the side, black mirror caps, black roof rails, not to mention the rear privacy glass. So subtle, darkened exterior enhancements, which make all the difference in the grand scheme of things. When the car's locked, the side mirrors are folded in. We've got our key right here, so we can open that up, and then they'll pop open for us. So inside, it just gets better. We've got a full leather seat upholstery. These are the black Napa leather seats, to be exact, probably one of the most comfiest I've ever sat in, and they smell great too. They can be electrically adjusted with memory mode. All of this is found on the inner door card. You've got additional support for your back and your thighs. You've got the exact same on the other side. And then these front 2 seats can be heated and cooled. They've also got a massage function, which you may have already seen in the photos, and I'll show you how that works in just a second too. The driver then has a multifunction leather-wrapped steering wheel. You've got paddle shifters for switching it into your manual mode, your hands-free buttons, part of your driver assistance package. You've got your lane keeping aid, your front collision monitor, your cruise control, all of your multimedia buttons for the digital dash, and then your head-up display, which I'll show you in just a second. The steering wheel column can be electrically adjusted. That is found just under here. There you go. And it can also be heated. One of the big upgrades is the panoramic sunroof. It can open up, and there is a sun blind as well. I'll show you how that operates again in just a second. And then you've got your Burmester upgraded surround sound system. So in the middle is, this is part of your new shape on the GLS, your widescreen in-car entertainment system, which honestly has everything you could possibly need in the modern day. Let's turn on the electrics and I'll show you what is on here. So it is a touchscreen interface, but you've still got the dials down here if you don't want to get the screen too grubby. I'm just going to turn down that fan so you can hear me. So I've added, loads of pictures to the advert so you can see everything on there, but just to run you through what is actually on the in-car entertainment system. We'll go from left to right. We'll try and go as chronologically as possible. So phone, we can connect up via Bluetooth. We can mirror our contacts on here. We can make calls, take calls. We can also use the buttons on the steering wheel to help with our hands-free, so we can keep our phone tucked away. We don't need to be looking at our phone whilst driving, of course. You have got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well, which you may have already seen in the photos. So that's even better. That can be connected up via USB, and that'll mirror all of your music, all of your phone applications, of course, your contacts and hands-free too. But don't worry, if you haven't got that, you can still connect up via Bluetooth. You can also use Bluetooth to connect up your music that is found on media. Just on this section here, you can also connect up again via USB, but again, you've got your Apple CarPlay. Back to the left, satellite navigation. So a big plus of it being, well, firstly the widescreen, but the touchscreen as well, is that you can pinch and zoom, you can move the map around, it takes up the entire screen, so we can see our points of interest a lot more easy. As you can see, it's extremely responsive, but you don't need to use the touchscreen. You can use the dials down here to zoom in and out. Radio, so FM, AM, and DAB radio. Comfort. This is a big feature on the GLS. So this is what I mean by the massage function. So you can tailor it to the left and right individually, and you've got all of these settings on the right-hand side. If we just scroll through these, it's wave massage, classic massage, cushion workout. Just the names of these are making me feel extremely relaxed. And then we've got our seat comfort too. So our seat kinetics for your back, for your side, so the side bolsters. So you can tailor these seats exactly how you want them. You can get really comfy too. Over to ambient lighting. Does what it says in the tin. You've got various different types of lights, and you can adjust the brightness. At the moment, you can see it's in this red moon purple color. Info, this just gives you various driver information about your engine, your fuel consumption. So everything is neatly laid out in these separate sub-menus. You've got your various apps, so as I mentioned, your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto via smartphone, your web browser, and your weather app too. Just before I forget, here is your head-up display. Hopefully you can see that without it reflecting too much on the other car, but you've got head-up display, your speedo in the middle, your suspension setting on the right-hand side, as well as your gradient on the left too. So one of the biggest head-up displays I've ever seen as well. And then some additional settings, of course, just through here. Another big feature is the reversing camera setup. So we've got our normal reversing camera. It's crystal clear. We've got the guidelines, so as we move the wheel, it will adjust the lines. Great for our parallel parking and bay parking. And then on the right hand side, you may have seen, this is the bird's eye view. So you've actually got a surround view camera, the blind spot front as well, which I'll show you in just a second. But again, this is really handy for your, well, any type of parking, or maybe if you're maneuvering through some tight traffic. You've got that option too, but you can also cycle through your wide lens mode, your blind spot views, your front view, and then your front wide lens view. So many permutations you can go through. Don't worry, I've taken a picture of every single option and included it in the advert. So let's put that back into park. Down here, your climate control. So really simple layout, but it's really simple to use. You've got your blower speed here, your directions over here, and then your temperature gauge on the left and right hand side. This is actually a 5-zone climate control car. You can adjust the rear settings too, which I'll show you in just a second, but a great option to have on these GLSs, especially for something this size. And then a very simple center console. You've got your little wrist or hand rest here, and as I've mentioned, this is your pad for controlling the in-car entertainment system. You've got your volume and then your quick menu buttons on here, so you can quickly get to your cameras. This will quickly get to your settings, and then nav, radio, etc. This will adjust your electronic air suspension, and as I mentioned earlier, in your head-up display, it will actually show you what mode you're in. Just there. And then underneath here, under your armrest, just some additional storage, your USB-C port, and you've got a couple of other USB ports just under here. So one there, and then your 2 cup holders. Up above, your panoramic sunroof, so we can press the button to open it. Like so. And then we can do the same to close. So one hard press back towards the nose, that will close it for you, and then likewise for closing the sunroof. So that's the front cabin. Now let's have a look at the rear, where we've got the exact same levels of luxury, levels of premium all around. If we just take a step back, the panoramic sunroof really opens the cabin space. There's so much room back here. We've got the exact same leather seats with the exact same adjustment and heating and cooled settings. So on the inner door panel, again, we can adjust the various seat adjustments. We've got our heating here and cooling here, just like the front. And then in the middle, part of our 5-zone climate control, we've got our air conditioning controls back here. This is a heated and cooled cup holder. So again, you might have already seen in the photos, one press for one press for blue and one press for red, hot and cold. Your AMG floor mats are fitted all around, including the rear space. And then we've got sun blinds as well, so great for the kids. Moving around to the rear, you might have already seen in this video, parcel shelf is included with the car. I've just left it out in the corner for the sake of it having 7 seats. And then you'll notice part of your night edition, you've got your black inserts back here, your rear privacy glass, your GLS400d emblem, and then your dual exhaust at the back. We can open the boot by pressing this button. You can press the button on the key too. That'll open up for you, and we can do the exact same to close. Even with the 2 seats up in the back, we've got a really impressive amount of space back here. Definitely room for 3, probably 4 weekend bags, maybe 2 or 3 mini suitcases too. We can adjust the seats by pressing the buttons on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Underneath this false floor here, you can use it as additional storage, but you've got your toolkit, your first aid kit, your locking wheel nut, etc., all fitted back here. You might have seen in some of the pictures or some of the videos this bluey tinge on the chrome plating. This is actually the original blue film, so don't think that's damaged or stained or anything. We've left the blue film on everywhere just for the sake of preserving the condition of the car. Of course, it's completely up to you what you do with that. So to get into the rear 2 seats, it's really easy. We've got buttons on the shoulders of these rear outer seats. We've just got to press it once. That will slide forward and then it will tilt upwards, giving us an opening. There's no need for any manual labor. You don't need to reach your arms around or anything. That will just one press of the button and that will open up. We've got the AMG floor mats back here. Of course, the exact same seat upholstery. These headrests can be lifted too, and an extra bit of luxury, 2 cup holders and heated seats back here, as well as 2 USB Type-C ports. And then you've got the exact same on the other side, as well as your 5th component of the climate controls. Then to close, we press the button one more time. This is actually a press and hold just so no one jams their feet. An incredible safety feature there by Mercedes. There we go, and then we can slide our seat back so everyone's comfy. So, if you're interested in buying this Mercedes-Benz GLS400d, then please give us a call on 01580 712 115, or you can send us an email to sales@yourbestcar.co.uk. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we take part exchanges and we offer finance packages. So if either of those options intrigue you, then please let us know. As I mentioned as well at the beginning, there's a lot of specification on the car, so apologies if I've missed everything. Everything will be listed in the description, and hopefully everything is covered in the photos too. But please ask us some questions if you need to. We're all accessible on WhatsApp and iMessage, so if you have any questions about our cars or you have some details about your part exchange to pass over, then please feel free to message us on those platforms. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and best of luck with your search for a new car.